All right. Morning. Uh, Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream here. My name is Michael Chu. Right now it's almost 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Um, Looking at Nasdaq right now, it's up 0.5%. It has moved up a little bit from this morning. Dow is up 0.1. S&P is up 0.3. Volume is a little bit higher. Yesterday we had a distribution day. Let's go to the daily chart on QQQ here. So yesterday we had this reversal from the top. So it couldn't pass the 10-day, the green line here, and it kind of came down to 21 day. So we kind of stuck in this middle zone here. So it just stuck right there. Today looks like it's very similar pattern. This is the third session now, just stuck between 10 and 21 day. So again, we have the bigger range here. Let me refresh. We have the bigger range here from top to bottom. So the market is now around the middle point. Um, so it looks like earnings are not moving the market higher, but it's also at this moment not moving the market lower. So most likely what will determine the direction of the market is going to be more macro news. So if we're going to see more macro news then coming up, then the market might move. I think a couple of things that is kind of a little bit cautious moving forward is that Trump said that he will announce uh, possible more semiconductor tariffs to deter companies from manufacturing chips outside the country. So that could be coming. And yeah, so that I think that's one thing for sure. I can't remember. He did say, and Trump did say another thing. Is it tariff on drugs, I believe. So that could be another area that's coming as well. That could be of significant interest to some of the market stocks. So anyhow, again, we just stand still right now. Just looking at earnings, observing. I think the true move will come after most of the earnings are done this week and next week, especially on the growth stocks perspective. Of course, we're still seeing some growth stocks moving, but we're also seeing a lot of growth stocks getting hammered. So it kind of, like I said, work both ways. So depending, the stocks you're holding, that could make or break it, right? So let's just finish looking at other ones. SPY here, very similar. It just stuck right here in the middle zone. This morning we test the lows here, and then now we came back to the high. So that's SPY here. QQQ, very similar. It tests the bottom, and then now we are moving towards new high here. So that's really good. Dow, um, very similar. It tested the bottom, and now it came back to the high. So because yesterday was kind of a distribution day for Nasdaq and S&P, because we came down. So not Dow, but let me go back to QQQ here. So right here, so we have this down day on higher volume yesterday. So this high would be very significant. If we cross back above that high, there's a better chance this rally could continue. But at least for now, it's still below that. And then SPY, very similar. This was yesterday's high. We had a distribution day. It wasn't a big distribution day, like more of a mild distribution day yesterday. So like I said, that's why it can come back up. And if we test this high and we can, break above it and hold up there, then there's a better chance that, it's probably around right here, right, the high yesterday. So then it can continue maybe. So right now it's just sitting tight at the 10-day. So that doesn't mean too much at this moment. Let's look at Russell. Very similar. It's just stuck in the middle zone here. and it hasn't make new high today, so this is the weakest index today. um, did test the low, so we'll see. Let's look at the IBD Innovative 50 ETF here. So this one, very similar distribution day. This one looks a little bit weaker today. You can see it's not even close to the high of the day. So we just near, again, near the 10-day more. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to, let's see. There's lots of earnings news. McDonald's, AMD, SMCI, A-Lab. Most of this stock not on my list. Amgen. Um, volume is higher as mentioned earlier. So if we do reverse and turn negative, this would be another distribution day. But I'm not saying that will happen. But whenever the volume is higher, we're gonna be more cautious about the market here. Um, have MKTX coming down, GPN, lots of stocks reporting. Some of this not on my list, but oh, well. We have Hinge, so we have A Lab. Yeah, we talk about that. Super Micro not doing well. Disney, Hinge is a new IPO, and it broke out today. So but this one has really poor earnings guidance, so it won't be on my list. We have Shopify making a move as well. Big breakout today. It's a 19% move. Yeah, that's pretty significant. And now it's extended. So Shopify, it has an update here, the earnings guidance, but it looked a little bit September. Again, I don't know the number. It hasn't updated yet. But so we'll have to see. Okay, so that's Shopify. Let's keep going here. Toast. I don't think it did well today on earnings. The future guidance still looks good though, but right now it's under 50-day. Uber also on. So there's lots of growth stocks under 50-day. That's the scary part. And so this one doesn't have strong guidance either. Um, I'm gonna look at my. Okay, let's go to the stock market on the move here. RIGL moved pretty strong today. Doesn't have the strongest earnings. A-Lab, Hinge, and ANET. Yeah, let's look at ANET. And this one making a nice move today. The guidance are okay. It's not the strongest like before, 30 to 40%, but now it's like high single to double digit. This one's moving. EXTR. This one also moving. Pretty good guidance going forward. Stable. It's a nice breakout right here, cup with handle pattern. And yeah, it's very nice consolidation here, breakout. So again, some of this stop will be extended because you see the 10 days right there. So we are pretty far above it, right? So I would rather wait for it. If you missed this morning, because this morning it was traded here, but now it's at the top. So let's keep going here. We have XMTR yesterday, very powerful earnings gap up. It's, it's, it was pretty big, 42%, because it was down here. was down here, and yeah, today it tries to move but having a hard time. Again, 10 day is right here. 10 days has jumped up to there, so it's still pretty big gap there. App blowing, I think it's reporting today. Yeah, it's reporting today after hours. It's just sitting tight right here, so anything could happen. It could break out pretty strong, or it could, it's given the way it's trading. I think it more likely will go up. But again, I don't know the future. We're gonna look at Palantir as well. This one's still going after a nice gap up yesterday. So this one's still moving. Iron, um, this is, usually move according to Bitcoin. Today it moved up really nicely. Let me go look at Bitcoin here, GBTC ETF. Yeah, so it's leading the Bitcoin move because Bitcoin move up, but it's not that much, right? 1% versus iron is like up quite a bit, 8%. So this is a nice clean breakout too. So yeah, it could be moving again. That's a good one, I think. Um, let's look at SITM. I haven't looked at this one in a while. ITM. So it's reporting today after hours too. So we'll see what happened there. This is a chip area. Um, Bros. I haven't looked at Bros in a while. It, yeah, this one is also reporting today. It's interesting. Some of these stocks are being bought before the earnings. I guess some people like to take that risk. It's pretty, except the current quarter, but the next few quarters is starting to improve again. So we might have some potential here. Um, Jacob, this one is also moving nicely after yet. So yesterday it was pretty wild day. It came down but then reversed. This is building heavy construction. Yeah, that's a pretty strong move after that reversal. So looks very healthy, and the guidance are very strong too. So this looks really good. All right, let me see what else we can look at here. So yeah, I don't follow A lab because of the guidance, but I think it's doing okay today. I think. Uh, Credo, Credo is trying to bounce again. So right here today, it came down and then bounced. So again, it has done that many times. So that's Credo. Um, Not many stocks on the move today. It's okay. It's not. Yeah, it's not. Like yesterday. Yesterday was. Yesterday. Actually, no. Sorry, I mean Monday. It wasn't like Monday. This one is still moving up. Cloudflare. Looks pretty good. Oh, we didn't talk about Reddit, did we? I can't remember now. Yeah, Reddit is really strong. This is like really strong, and it's coming closer and closer to the previous high here. Okay, not many retails that are strong earnings guidance. We talk about Jacob here, MTR. A lot of stocks moving don't have the strongest earnings, even here in the health area. Um, Gold is moving again. Let me go to Berlin. Actually, it's not up. It's like flat. But the gold stocks are moving. Again, the gold stocks have been leading lately. This one AU. Let's look at GFI. This one moving fast. AU. GFI too. Look at that. They're moving super fast, but the gold price not moving. That's very interesting. This one's making new high again. On the financial side, let's look at a firm. Firm is holding strong, making new high this morning. New recent high here. That looks pretty good actually. Um, Citigroup's trying to bounce back right here, but looks like it's already reversing from the 10-day again. But this one starting to look weaker and weaker now. We talk about iron. CISO, it's reporting soon. So, but today it got turned away. So once again, it tried multiple times to come out, but today is even worse because we sink below many sessions here. So that is concerning, and earnings due tomorrow. That's not good. Can I talk about Toast, Upstart? Upstart also got knocked down from earnings. That's probably not good. It's dragging down some of the fintechs right now. SoFi, this one is holding tight, but again, since the earnings, it has not done anything. No, it reversed. It tried to come out, and it's starting to form this downtrend line, even though it's like moving sideways right now, but it's more like a L shape, right? More like an L shape pattern, which is both bearish pattern, because it cannot come back above the trend line here. So yeah, so overall, I think the market is still digesting, waiting for some news. But so far this morning, at least it's able to come back above the intraday high, so it looks healthy again. If we cross this, that will be very bullish, I think. So let's see if it can happen here. So again, we make new intraday high, trying to cross that. Yes, yesterday's high, because yesterday was a distribution day. So if we cross above that, that will be pretty bullish. Here's Dow. Um, Can make intraday high here. Again, very close to yesterday's high. And then finally we have Russell. Russell came close to it many times yesterday to bounce back, but didn't. And today is the weakest index because it couldn't make new highs so far today. So yeah, so I think we're still in digestion mode. If some macro news come out, good or bad, the market will most likely react. So thank you all for watching. Have a very good day. And please like and subscribe.